We back for part 2. I'm reacting to that boy's Fast react. This channel's name's Fast. I'm reacting to his reaction on his channel because.
And this is also me. So when you hear this voice, this is me. This the land. You know what I'm saying? When you hear this voice, I'm the background guy to this video. Okay? This is me. This is not Fast. This is me. So you might hear this voice some point in the video. Let's go.
Sneako, we just want to see Critical cook him in the argument, but people were saying on Twitter that, or on X, whatever you want to call it, that Sneako is cooking. So we're just trying to find out how cooked society is, to find out why do they feel like Sneako is cooking? How the fuck is Sneako cooking?
If both parties were if the father was okay with it, the mother was okay with it, why not? What? Give me a reason why that's. Tell me a reason why that's wrong. Because you're
one
getting
is a child, one is not a child. That's the point.
Reasons,
so the 14-year-old, all of those criteria we just checked. You're in your 20s.
The definition that we just agreed upon, that's not true. Child is somebody that is not physically mature yet. It has nothing to do with 18. That's not
what we agreed upon. We agreed upon 18.
You agreed. We didn't agree with that.
Agreed at 18.
That's not true. That's not true across the whole world.
Sensible people, even your own community has agreed upon 18 for the most part. So I've seen a lot of the tweets when you go on these tangents. Most people say it should be 18, and Sneako's arguing that parts of the world are different, so it gets muddy. But the agreed upon for the majority of people is 18.
Argument, Sneako?
That's not true.
So
that's just not true across the world.
To destroy Sneako's point, just say, can a kid transition if he agrees and his parents do? Sneako's gonna say, fuck no.
Let me ask you this: people in Europe,
brainwashing is concerning.
Okay, are people?
That was Fast talking just now. That's the channel that we're watching.
The majority of Europe is 16. Is everybody in Europe who abides by that, who abides by the law, are they pedophiles?
Yeah, in my eyes, 100%. And in European society, too.
Fine.
If you have someone in their 20s that is fucking and marrying a 16-year-old, they, too, are excommunicated.
No, not excommunicated. Are they pedophiles?
Yeah, I would say yes.
They're pedophiles? Okay, so the majority of people that follow the law in Europe are pedophiles according to MoistCr1tiKal.
If
yes,
they are
yes or no?
They are an adult fucking an under 18-year-old, even if it's 16 legally, I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And in America, the majority of the states, it's 16. Are those people who follow the law of the land, are they pedophiles for following the... So the majority...
You keep saying the law of the land.
That's what it is.
Nah. Hold on, motherfucker. This is the law of the land, nigga. This is the land, nigga. The nigga you see on camera to block out the hat, nigga. This is us, the land, bitch.
Watch it peacefully while I don't pause. Go ahead. I'm off camera right quick. You're gonna see Fast up there in the corner.
Right now, Sneako, if you go to any of those states where it's...
But when you see Fast, you also go hear my voice in the background, and I'm editing and all that. So all the editing you see is me.
Statutory rape. It doesn't apply. That's not what that means. That's not how that works.
We went in circles. The Romeo and Juliet laws don't apply for most people. And even without that, even without the Romeo and Juliet laws, if it was 16 and all the countries that is 16, are those people pedophiles?
As I just said, yes.
And in
those countries too.
Okay.
But
do you realize what you're saying? What you are saying,
those countries,
most people who follow, what you're saying, based off this logic, most people in the world are pedophiles if they follow the law.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
If the law is under 18, I would say yes.
Okay. So, but that's not the law, because most of the world, as we established, most of the world is not 18. So you're saying if the majority of the world follows the law and they exercise their rights, they do exactly what they're good citizens, and they follow the law where it's 16, you are saying the majority of the world contains pedophiles. Even if they don't even act upon it, even if they agree that, okay, one day, maybe I could, out of wedlock, I could fuck a 16-year-old.
Because those
just the thought.
But yes, if there is an adult, as I've said many times, if there is an adult, and I'm defining an adult as someone who is...
We know.
We'll go deeper. We'll make it even simpler. Your age. If there is someone that is your age, and they are fucking a 16-year-old...
Why my age now? I thought it was 18. I thought it was 18.
I just gave a number because you were...
No, but you gave a number earlier.
18.
You said 18.
18. Yeah, I was just trying to make it easier. 18. If there is an adult that is fucking a 16-year-old, even in a country where it says 16 is okay, then yes, absolutely. Now, in the case of the 18, 16-year-old, that's where Romeo and Juliet kicks in. But if it is someone in their 20s, in their 30s, fucking a 16-year-old, that is literally statutory rape in pretty much everywhere in the world.
Right. Based off your logic, you realize this, that if a 19-year-old has sex with a 17-year-old, they should go to jail. They're pedophiles.
That is Romeo and Juliet, unless it's an 18. Then yeah, wait till they're 18.
Okay, but a lot of states don't even have Romeo and Juliet. In Europe, they don't have that. The places, your Romeo and Juliet is an American thing. And in the Europe, a lot of these places, if a 19-year-old has sex with a 17-year-old, your logic, they should go to jail. Is that true?
Yeah, I think it is absolutely going to be one of those things where there is an agreed upon age. If it's 18, it's 18.
So yes,
follow it.
a 19-year-old in a relationship with a 17-year-old should go to jail.
Well, no, okay. I guess like I said, it will all depend on where that is located. So to give an example, Call Me Carson and that, I think it was a 17-year-old. I think he was 19 and 17. Like, that could be a high school relationship. And I don't remember where that took place, but the big problem there is apparently he was getting nudes. That's child porn. Like, that's a huge issue. 19 and 17, that's only a 2-year age gap. So that is applicable under things like Romeo and Juliet. So even if it is under 18 in the place you come from, that's an extenuating circumstance. But that's not what we're talking about. You keep bringing it back down to reasonable places. But what you argue for is things like when you legally can drive, you can legally get married and have sex.
Yes, when you are physically mature, when you're ready to drive a car, you should be able to. There's a lot of people that have jobs that need to do things. So a lot of people aren't ready to drive cars. They're not physically, they're not mentally mature yet to drive a car. They shouldn't drive a car at 16. It should be based off maturity. The same thing has to do with sex. The reason I keep saying this is because you have these set in stone numbers, and if you were to lay the law of the land, if we follow your laws, if we follow your
I'm back. I'm back. Lay down. I'm back. I heard it. The audio was up. I could hear what the fuck they were saying. Boy. Society, huh? This where it's come to. I'm not sponsored, but this shit is fucking crack. No cap.
Your criteria, a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old, he's consenting, she's consenting, the parents are happy, they're happy, they want to get married, they're ready to go. You're putting them in jail. That doesn't make any sense. Because of this,
Romeo and Juliet kicks in. Like, I don't know what's hard to understand about that. Places where that doesn't exist, I guess I'm not too familiar with how those. A lot of
places they don't. A lot of places they don't, and this is why it's arbitrary. So where, and based off your standards, when is the Romeo and Juliet? How long can that extend?
Those are teenagers. A 17 and a 19-year-old, those are both teenagers.
Okay, now they're teenagers, but you just said 18 was an adult.
Yes, they are.
You see how the definitions keep changing? They keep changing. So far in this conversation, you changed it so many times. You said 18's an adult. No, you said, but listen, because you did. I heard you double up a couple times. I
know what you're going to harp on here.
No, you did. You said 18's an adult, and then you said adults like you. Because you think 25 is an adult now. Because that's when you're. Why? So why is it? Let me ask you this. Why is it not 20? Why is it not 25?
It's because that's not what was established. Like,
no, I'm asking you because you believe in personal beliefs. I believe in some. My morality comes from the Quran. You believe in personal beliefs. Why is it not 25? 25 is when the frontal cortex is fully developed. That's when you're done maturing.
I couldn't tell you why it's not 25. I have no clue. I don't know why the drinking age is 21. I don't know. But they are agreed upon rules.
They're agreed upon rules, just like the drinking age, just like the voting age. They're agreed upon rules, and a lot of them don't make any sense. Why is drinking 21?
18, but I do think 18 does. There is a good reason for it. You are out of high school. You are going to live on your own. You're going to college. I think that is a good reason.
Yeah, maybe in the 1980s, but nowadays people don't leave the house until 24, 25, until they're my age. A lot of people don't. People are not financially ready. People are still immature. There's 18-year-olds I know that are more mature than people my age, and there's 25-year-olds that are more immature than 18-year-olds. It's arbitrary now. It depends on personal experience. It depends on individual maturity.
But there needs to be something defined in your rule here.
And I'm saying there is something defined. I'm saying there is.
A 14-year-old, in your definition, could literally marry an adult. That's a problem. In your world, a 14-year-old can marry an adult.
Yeah, in my world, two 14-year-olds could be adults. I'm telling you, I don't see why
that's weird.
Two 14-year-olds, you don't think that two 14-year-olds could be married?
No, absolutely not.
No?
No. Under no circumstances do I think two 14-year-olds can marry.
Can two 16-year-olds
let alone a 14 and a 20-year-old or whatever.
Okay, can two 16-year-olds be married?
No, I don't think two 16-year-olds.
Why is it wrong if so a 16-year-old, because the age of consent is across the world, so many places 16. if they can go have frivolous sex with a lot of people, if they can go fuck around, if they can do deviant things, if they can change their gender, why can they not get married? Sex change, like Chris from Mr. Beast, these people could take hormone blockers. Listen, you're not listening. This is the point. You could take hormone blockers. You could take puberty blockers. Okay, when you're a child. When you're 16, you can go change your gender, but you can't get married. Why is that?
What that's I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty obvious question.
No, it's not. It's not. See, if you cut your penis off.
All right, that's kind of fucked up. If that's true, it's kind of fucked up. At 14, you can decide to change your gender, bro. That's kind of fucked up. I'm not on Sneako's side. I'm just not on his side. I'm just saying that's kind of fucked up. Weird.
Like Chris from Mr. Beast, if you cut your penis off, that is a life-altering decision. You can't glue it back on. You can get divorced if you get married. This is a commitment that you're taking. A child, based off of the liberal point of view that you believe in, they can have gender surgery. They can change forever.
Neither of the two should be allowed. Fuck no, dude. Bro, these surgeries are terrible, bro. It should be 18 plus at least. Come on.
That's fast talking if you guys hear him.
Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is everything good?
Hello?
Hey, you back?
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to miss this line of questions. Are you good? Can you turn your camera on and off? Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you're good. If somebody can have, okay, do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone
Fuck
is
no.
consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
Well, that's a decision that now extends beyond the family, because now you're bringing in a different party. So if you have someone that's your age coming in saying, I want to marry that child, yep, I don't think that can happen under...
I'm not gonna fucking lie. I don't want to get canceled or nothing, but I'm agreeing with Sneako on that. Like, yo, not about that. No, I'm not agreeing with Sneako on that. But I'm disagreeing with MoistCr1tiKal. Like, I don't agree with that child changing their life forever with that decision, nigga. And I don't agree with Sneako. So I don't agree with either of these niggas. Cracker or her BB. I don't agree with either of y'all right now.
Under any circumstance.
So,
no.
But it's still a personal decision. You're still deciding.
Because there's
take the other party out of the equation.
Decision
it's a personal decision. If I'm 16 and I personally want to marry this girl, she's beautiful. She's 21 years old. Her family wants to do it. My family wants to do it. You're saying I can't do that. We're both consenting. I'm ready to go. I'm physically mature, but I'm not allowed to marry because Moist says that woman's a pedophile. But if then the next day I leave it, I'm depressed, I want to cut my penis off, I can go right into the clinic, snip it off, and start taking HRT like Chris Tyson. That's a society that makes sense to you?
It is. I believe everyone has I believe everyone has the right to do with their body what they want to do.
Okay, but so everyone has the right to do with their body, but not when it comes to a sacred marriage where they have kids, where they add to society.
That's no longer just you.
That is your body.
Bringing someone in.
Okay, you're still bringing in the doctor to use the scissors to snip off your penis.
He's not there for the rest of your life. He's not constantly there at your fucking house monitoring you.
You don't need to be there. You're not glued to your wife. You're not there like Siamese twins. You
are a 16-year-old. You are entirely reliant on this adult that you've now brought in.
No, you're not. You can still have parents. Maybe I'm making my own money. I'm not reliant. If I'm 16 and I marry a 21-year-old and I'm making a lot of money and I'm doing well and I'm independent, I'm not reliant upon her.
Bro, this mic, I keep talking until the mic when it's off. But I'm going off camera again. I'm going to let you guys keep watching.
Not only that, the person that you just put through transgender therapy, now they need to go to therapy once a week. Now they need to go to the pharmacist once a week. Look how many people are involved now. Now they're going to therapy groups. Now they're online. They're making YouTube videos. They're in a Mr. Beast challenge. This person is relying on so many people, and they also have. You're cutting out again.
How's his Wi-Fi so bad?
Him.
Florida Wi-Fi.
Chad, is he cutting his internet out? Mine's fine. My stream's running fine. Okay. All right.
Dude, a kid shouldn't be able and isn't able to consent to changing their gender or to marriage.
No, man. Moist! Let me call him back. Okay, they're saying it's you, not me.
It's not me. What do you mean?
Okay,
you just refreshed your cam and it fixed it.
No, I left the call and join again. But I don't want to leave this point.
Okay.
Why? I want to hear a clear answer that makes sense. Because you said it's because you're relying on other people. But I've established that a trans person is relying on the pharmacist, is relying on the therapy.
I didn't say that. I didn't say relying. I said you are making a personal decision yourself. You are making a decision for you. When you are making a decision about marriage, you're bringing someone else in that is now not just you.
Just because you're bringing someone else in does not change the fact that it's a personal decision. Marriage is it's consent. It is deciding yes, regardless of the other person. But it's still a personal decision.
A child can't possibly wrap their head around this adult that has been preying on them. Like, I don't know why you can't see that. A 16-year-old can't be making this decision on this adult who is convincing them that I am the right choice for you for life.
Right. But a 9-year-old boy can go into a clinic and decide that doctor, that 40-year-old doctor, can cut my penis off?
If you're wondering, this is me in the background editing.
Okay. So then,
off camera.
Why is it?
Had to get some things situated.
Because it could be an adult.
What the fuck is this thing saying?
With a child, which is that is an unacceptable dynamic under every possible circumstance.
In the doctor's office, in that gender therapy forever, it's still an adult and a child cutting off the penis, Moist. 21-year-old woman, I say, Mom, Dad, I'm in love with this girl. I want to marry her. I feel like I'm in love. She's the right person for me. I want to do it. She's like, yes, everyone's good. But a 9-year-old could say, Mom, Dad, I want to cut my penis off. And you're going to say, that's good. But a 16-year-old who feels in love, who's ready to commit, who's financially independent, that person.
Like, is this really like an argument right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this really an argument right now, nigga. Like,
cannot get married.
A 16-year-old will never be financially independent, A, and B.
Oh, you should see my whole team. Yes, you know how many? Do you know how many people that I work with?
9-year-old can decide to cut their dick off and become a woman. Yes, I do. What the fuck is he talking about, bro?
I have clippers. I have a lot of teenagers.
Why the fuck did Fast start talking right there? I wanted to hear what he was about to say. Did he just say he have a lot of 16-year-olds? And I can't even rewind it because this nigga talked right there. Damn, Fast. Like, I ain't gonna lie, shit. You wasn't supposed to talk right there, bro. Like, if I was watching the whole thing, I would have been able to rewind it back to what he just said. But this nigga just says he has kids working for him. A lot of them be on some motherfucking Nickelodeon shit, boy. I wonder what's happening behind them scenes, my brother.
Teenagers who are making more than my professors. They are ready. They're mentally, these people are mature. They're boxing every single day. They are more mature than a lot of the 24-year-olds I know that I went to school with that are still in their hometown doing nothing, eating popcorn every day and cutting their dick off like you believe. These people are ready to go because maturity changes for different people. For you to decide that a kid could cut his penis off but he can't get married makes absolutely no sense, and that's a society that crumbles. That's a society that allows then next year incest.
The society that flourishes is the one where a 14-year-old can marry someone in their 20s, Sneako. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Marriage is how society progresses because you need to create more life.
Not making sense.
Marriage, children should only be within a marriage. They should only be conceived within a marriage where they're not going around sleeping with different people, where they're not confused, where they're not a part of the community that has the highest suicide rate. They should not be a part of that. I want to be in a society full of happy married people that are ready to have children, that are God-fearing.
And those happy married people are sometimes in your world 14, 15, 16 years old.
Absolutely. If they are ready,
That's so fucked
if they
up,
are
though.
ready
Why
to
don't
get
you
married
see
to,
that?
but see, you're so hung up on the fact that it could be an older person. Okay, if a 16-year-old is fine, what if a 16-year-old Moist meets another 16-year-old in a place?
We've already gone over that.
Okay, in 16, in a place where the age of consent is 16, which is what there's most of the country, right? Let's go off that. There's no Romeo and Juliet law.
So this what Moist should have said to him, right? I'm good at arguing. Like, I would have said this. So you keep saying 16-year-old, 16-year-old, right? Right. That's what you're saying. So you're so hell bent on fighting for them to have this, because that shit has nothing to do with you, nigga. Once you pass that age, nigga, you shouldn't be trying to fight for that. I'm just saying, nigga, why Moist is saying, why are you so hell bent on it? Because it's like you want that law or you want that shit to be passed here because you want to be able to dabble in it, because you're past that age to care about it, to give a fuck about it, unless you want your kids to live like that in the future, to live like that bad. But yeah, goddamn, bro, why you so hell bent on that shit, nigga? You're not a 16-year-old, nigga. You old as hell. Stop worrying about shit like that. That's what I would have said in this argument, though.
Two 16-year-olds meet, they want to fuck. Can they do that?
In a place where the age of consent is 16, if it's two 16-year-olds, yeah, absolutely.
Can they get
but
married?
That's never what we've been talking about.
Can they get married?
If it's legal for them to marry at 16, sure they can.
No, it's not.
That's
In
fine.
America, you have to be 18 to get married.
Then wait. Then they should wait.
Okay,
yeah.
so they're both pedophiles?
What the fuck? No, there's no adult in that situation. They're both the same age.
The point that, see, this is where it goes back. The point I'm making is that you cannot follow the law. You cannot rely upon the government on these arbitrary numbers. The reason you believe in 18 is because you live in America right now where the age is 18. If you lived
But
in,
you do too, though.
No,
Like,
I don't.
You just said it. You wouldn't. So you don't believe it's at 18. So you're gonna go fuck a 15.
this is not my personal preference, Moist. That has nothing to do with my personal preference.
Well, answer that question. You just said you don't. Are you gonna go fuck a 15-year-old in a place where you can?
That is not my. I don't want to have.
Just say yes or no. Just say yes
No,
or no.
I do not have sex out of
Okay.
wedlock. I've repeated this before. My point is,
had plenty of sex out of wedlock. When you were sexually active, would you have gone and fucked a 15-year-old?
absolutely not.
Okay, so then you two also still abide by
Because
it.
we believe in abiding the laws of the, we don't break
Basically,
the law.
nigga,
But
the
you're
fuck?
applying the law of the land to morality, and that's where things get confused, because morality is not defined based off the government. If we followed morality,
plenty of
listen,
situations
if
where-
we followed morality defined based off the government, then we would say that the war that's happening in Israel and Palestine is justified because the government is sending billions of dollars there. You cannot rely on the government upon that, because the government can be flawed. Morality does not come from these people that are elected.
Absolutely.
Morality comes from God. That's the only place that it can come from. Because if you were around, if you follow your logic, if you were around people, all of them, that thought incest was okay, that thought bestiality was okay, you would follow it because you follow the people that are around. That's the only reason you believe 18. Because that's what you see in Hollywood movies. Because that's what the government told you as an adult. Not because it's something a
It
personal...
is the agreed upon age. There's just,
but you keep
if they
saying
wanna
that
change
it's
the
not
census
even
to go
agreed.
up,
That's
fine,
that's
but it
not
should
even.
never go down.
That's not true. Well, it's not
It
even.
shouldn't go down.
It's not even agreed upon. And nowhere.
It is. It is though. Most people, if
No. I see where Sneako's going with this, right? I kind of understand. I understand what he's saying, right? Right? You know, we made these laws. Like, we made that shit. That's man-made. He's trying to say, like, if we was in year 1, like, whenever the fuck, this law or whatever wouldn't have been a thing. This, you know what I'm saying? I kind of get that. But, nigga, we're not in year 1, is what we're trying to tell him, basically. You know what I'm saying? You got to listen to both sides.
If you right now, have you had sex with a 16-year-old as an adult, Sneako?
No, I have not.
Okay. If you did, how do you think people would respond to it, even in your own community, if you said that you had sex with a 16-year-old?
They would be completely disgusted.
Exactly, because most people agree at a certain level needs to be established, and that level is 18. So under no circumstances should a
Okay.
14, 15, 16-year-old be getting
Sure.
married and having sex with an adult.
Okay, let's go to the Dr. Disrespect situation, because there was a lot of hypocrisy, right? He messaged a 17-year-old. If you,
That's not true. Show me the evidence of him messaging a
I
17-year-old.
haven't seen any evidence. See, all the streamers
Exactly.
all the streamers within your community, they were so quick to admonish Dr. Disrespect without seeing any.
Hold on, I'm gonna lower the volume. I'm gonna lower the volume of the stream.
I did it within like 6 hours.
No, you didn't. If you,
I did.
Okay, if you
What are you
decided,
talking about? The full video came out less than 24 hours after the initial break of all of the information, and I had that first video go.
how long
within
is it?
6
How long did
hours.
it take for the Dr. Disrespect video to come out?
Over 24 hours.
Did it? How long did it take for you
Yep.
to tweet?
And in the first
How
video,
long did
I
it take for you to
mentioned
tweet,
multiple times
though?
how there's no concrete evidence of who he was talking to.
How long did it take for
Like-
you to tweet?
I waited till his second response, so that was 3 days later.
It was 3 days. You didn't tweet right away?
Nope.
Okay, then you were the outlier, and most streamers, all of them, they waited. They didn't say anything. They wanted the Mr. Beast collab, but that's besides the point. MoistCr1tiKal, if you DM'd a girl that was 17 years old, 364 days, should everybody be discussing with you?
I think that would be pretty disgusting. Yeah, I don't think you should be communicating with someone under 18, no matter what.
Okay,
if you want to,
it's not. Is that disgusting?
yeah, I think it's disgusting.
You wait a day.
Like
Is it-
Cody Co having sex with Hannah when she's 17, I think that's disgusting.
Okay, say she's 17 years old, 364 days. He waits one more day. Is he still disgusting?
I still think in that position, yeah, I think that's still a huge power dynamic issue that you're getting into with that one. But
wait. That's disgusting. But I thought you said 18 was an adult.
Well, yeah, it is. Like,
It
you're
is?
not going to jail. But
Okay,
I do still find that
so now it's disgusting for two adults to have sex?
It's disgusting for someone to be using this kind of position in the example you're giving. That's a power dynamic issue.
But so Cody Co waits one more day, then they have sex, and he's still disgusting. But it's two adults. Why is that disgusting?
People are still, like, I would be upset hearing that. Cody Co was in a different position than Tana at the time, and he was also in a much different place. And even if he waited till 18, while it's not illegal, it still wouldn't be a good thing. It's not something to celebrate.
Not celebrate, but you think it's disgusting. You think it's reprehensible.
I think it would be a bad thing, for sure. Yeah, I don't think it would be a good thing.
Is he a pedophile?
No, he would not be a pedophile.
Okay.
And I also...
Okay, he's not a pedophile. The day before, 17, 364 days. Is he a pedophile?
No, I think yes.
Yes?
Let's just we're going to use a agreed upon definition. If you don't wait till 18, you will we'll just do pedophile.
There you go.
People like to argue a beefophile or whatever it's called, but let's just say if you fuck someone under 18, you are a pedophile.
You are a pedophile.
Yeah.
So this is just like the word misogynistic. I get called a misogynistic all the time, right? I was just in France recently, and there was a girl literally massaging my head. She's 27 years old. She's massaging my hair standing on the street, and a soy boy comes up to me with earrings. He says, "I hate you. You're a misogynist." He says, "I hate you." And he doesn't know, and I ask him, like, what does misogynist mean? He doesn't know. Right? The same reason that your definition of pedophile does not even follow the actual definition of the word is the same thing when people throw around the term misogynist and they don't know what it means. That's what happens when you get to throw
As
around.
I just said, I know it's not the definition of the word, but we're just using terms so we can all be on the same
Okay,
page.
but words have meanings for a reason. You can't just make up a definition of a word.
It's a beefophile. If you have sex with someone under 18 but over 12, you're in a beebophile or whatever it's called.
Okay, so he's not a pedophile anymore. You just change it. So now he's a beebophile?
Well, I'd still use just that word. It's bad. Yeah. If you are having sex with like a 16, 17-year-old, it's bad pedophile behavior.
Okay, so it's not it's not a beebophile anymore. It's a pedophile.
You're talking about terms. The correct term is a
I want to figure out because,
stupid.
Moist, we can't have a discussion if we don't define terms.
You were the one that immediately got mad that I used pedophile incorrectly to just do a blanket term for
Exactly.
under 18.
I didn't get mad, but I'm pointing out if we define a term and then you change the definition of the term within the conversation, then the conversation
I'm not
makes
changing the term. You got upset because it's not the strict definition of pedophile. It is someone that hasn't gone through puberty. But we're using just this term to refer to anyone under 18.
Okay, so we're using
you were upset
words.
It wasn't a textbook definition.
So we're using words, and we don't care about their meaning anymore.
You're doing the same thing.
No, I'm following. I'm not trying to do a gotcha. I'm following your line of logic.
So what I was just showing you guys on camera was wax. It's like some butter shit. Yeah, I had rolled a wax butter joint. It's in there. We about to smoke this because I'm trying to register. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is just put some more on the exterior paper and wrap it around the joint because I gotta register this shit. Like that, this shit's they're both cooked. I feel like I fuck with MoistCr1tiKal though. I watched his videos, but when he critiqued Billy Carson. That's when I knew we just all on the same, like, I fuck with Billy Carson, you know what I'm saying? So this argument to me is just like I'm watching two different brains that I don't agree with disagree. You know what I'm saying? So let's roll this and watch.
We're using Cody
Cody
Co. So Cody Co is a pedophile based off your logic. Cody Co is a pedophile even though he's not a pedophile.
We're using that term, yeah. He had sex with a 17-year-old.
It's not. We're not just
pedophile,
using.
sure.
We're not using the term. It's either.
It's statutory rape. It's statutory rape.
That's not what I'm not talking about. Statutory. I'm asking you is he
That's the legal term. It's statutory rape, having sex with a 17-year-old after you're an adult.
So you change the term again. It was first beebophile, now pedophile, now statutory rape. Which one? Which one? See, the reason that I'm having this discussion with you is you can't use arbitrary words that have no meaning to apply to somebody, because that's how you cancel somebody. That's how you just say things around, and that's how you get to shame somebody, ruin their reputation. And that's when words lose all meaning. And if we lose the meaning of words, then society makes no sense.
I completely feel that. Like I said, I fuck with MoistCr1tiKal, right? I really do. But when he just made a video about Billy Carson and the words he was using and I was like, yo, come on, bro. Let's be honest, y'all. I'm not gonna say Billy Carson is the motherfucking Jesus. Everything he's saying is real. No, nigga, I don't believe everything he's saying. But that nigga he has so many facts. You can't help but just like give him credit for most of the shit he say. Like the shit he made in the video, just like, bro, goddamn, you don't know you can cancel somebody with a video like MoistCr1tiKal gets millions of views in minutes. 30 minutes, bro. He got like 1.2 mil sometimes, bro. I'm telling you, fam. So I'm just saying that, but I still don't agree with either side.
Then nothing makes any sense. Then kids can cut their dicks off. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Words need to have meanings, or else everything crumbles. Or else the very fabric of society does not make sense if we're using words that don't have meaning.
We are. Age of consent has meaning. It's 18, and you are the one that's trying to redefine it.
You're going back. You just said that he's a pedophile, but he's not a pedophile. It's statutory rape, and he's a pedophile.
You're dodging what I'm saying.
But I'm not dodging. You're calling him a pedophile because it fits, but he's not, because it's a bad word, because it's morally bad. But he's not a pedophile because it's this day.
No,
the words you're using do not make sense.
You talk in circles.
I'm not talking in circles.
You wanted one term to encompass what I believe under 18. And since I used pedophile and it's not the textbook definition, I said the textbook one would be a beebophile, or statutory rape is the charge of what it would be. It's a crime.
Okay. Do words need to have definitions?
Yes, and so does the age of consent.
Mm-hmm. When we use the English language, should the words that we use match the definition of the word?
Yes.
Yes? You're not doing that.
You don't want... Statutory rape, then. We won't use colloquialism.
There you go.
It's
so
rape.
Within this conversation, you changed.
Statutory rape.
Cody Ko is no longer a pedophile. He's a statutory rapist. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is he a beebophile still, or just a statutory rapist?
Statutory rape.
Okay, so he's not a beebophile.
You can't keep using words like that, though, fam. Like, which one is it, nigga? Fuck. You gonna have people calling him all type of different shit. But now I just put the wax on, wax off, baby. 2 double layer that hoe. You know what I'm saying? I need that bit to burn extra slow, because these niggas are cooked. I'm trying to get as cooked as them so I can start understanding shit. I still don't understand everything right now. I'm still trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand what the fuck is the argument.
No, we won't use that term.
It's not we won't. You're saying we won't use because you're operating within a bubble of cancel culture.
No, it's not cancel culture. It's just, it's a 17. Do you think him fucking a 17-year-old's a big deal?
No, I don't. I think it's bad. I don't think he should have sex out of wedlock. I don't think that's something to be, I don't think that's like incredible. I don't think that's but do I think that like I think she was physically mature. I don't think that she was like traumatized from it. I think she's clout chasing going at every single podcast. Do I think that he's a pedophile? No. She looked like she was mature. She looked like she definitely went through puberty, definitely wasn't the first person she had sex with, and maybe it was in a state where the age was 16. So legally, based off the definition, no. Morally, based off the definition, no. It was in Florida, so isn't it, what is the age there, 17?
18.
You sure?
I'm almost positive.
See, you don't even know. So now you're trying to think, wait, is he a pedophile or not? It's either she's a child or she's not. These are very simple definitions that we need to follow. And if we follow, you're Googling it, if we follow your
18.
line of thinking, that's when things get crazy. That's when kids can cut their penises off. That's when I'm a woman right now.
Kids can marry at 14 and 15 in your ideal world.
You know what's so silly about the situation is when you talked about Chris Tyson. Did you see the #1 viral clip I saw? And I know you saw it. Did you see it?
Which one?
People were getting angry at you that you misgendered Chris Tyson.
I didn't misgender anybody though. I only referred to Ava by her name.
I heard that.
I heard misgendering.
I saw the clip that went viral. It was they.
Well, yeah, I used they, but I only used her name, and I used they when referring to most people in general. I say they a lot. And when I was at the Mr. Beast thing, Ava was referred to by
That motherfucking light is fucking up right now. Can y'all see this shit? My bad. I'm back on topic. My bad.
they by one of the staff, so I just played it safe and said Ava, and I didn't want to offend anybody because I am not transphobic. Like, I never have been. I don't have hate in my heart.
They're calling you transphobic.
I know.
The people that live within your frame of thinking, the Western civilization mind, that hive mind, they're calling you a transphobe now for calling Chris pedophile Tyson a they. What do you think about that?
It hurts. I don't like to see it, but it is what it is. I should have looked into the preferred pronouns more. I just made an assumption that we'll just be safe and use Ava's name. Like,
That's
I didn't think to go beyond that.
That points out the problem, the flaw of thinking of Western civilization, this liberal mind. When somebody gets exposed for messaging children and saying, like, this guy was exposed for liking lolly porn.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect, that's same thing. What he did was wrong. Both are wrong.
You defended him, though.
No, I didn't.
You still, even
no, I
in this
didn't.
conversation,
I never defended Dr. Disrespect. Never. What did I say that defended him? What I said was I'm pointing out the flaw. Everybody's so quick to hate him, but then Chris Tyson comes along and all those people are silent.
No,
right?
Even before.
No. I never defended him.
Were on.
No, I never defended him. What he's doing is wrong. He's a married man. He shouldn't be doing that. I said that he should not be doing that, and what he did was wrong.
But you said that the 17-year-old thing is not a big deal at all.
Right? Yeah, I don't.
You made up.
It's not. It's not.
But
it's bad. He should not. He should not do it. Does that make him a pedophile? No. My point is, Chris Tyson, what he did is absolutely wrong. Like, what Dr. Disrespect is wrong. The point is, Chris Tyson gets exposed for messaging actual children, and the woke mob that you're controlled by, they get mad at you for misgendering instead of the fact that this guy is actually messaging children. This is the world that we live in now. You do a video condemning a pedophile, an actual pedophile.
See what I mean? That's what kind of like blew me about Critical. Like, he didn't understand how much power he got when he made these videos. Like, when you make these videos, bro, you got people's well-being in your balance, bro. Like, that should be crazy. I be listening to what he be saying and be like, bro, don't say that, nigga. You can cancel a nigga whole movement, nigga. Damn.
File. And instead of talking about that, they focus, and the clip that goes viral is MoistCr1tiKal misgenders Chris Tyson the pedophile. Insanity world.
Had a
you
backfire.
can't follow the ever-changing morality of the West because then it's misgendering is going to be canceled. And it's on Twitch, you can't even misgender. You can't say there's two genders on Twitch on the platform you're on. That's the reason you're not streaming right now. This is the problem.
No,
you need to have consistent morality.
I just wanted to have a conversation with you again. That's all. I wasn't going to stream it or anything.
I know, but I'm saying this conversation. If you had
you
this,
just said that's why I wasn't. But
well, if you had this conversation on Twitch, you would get in trouble. The point is, if the ever-changing rules of this Western thing where they keep adapting, love is love, first it's gays, then it's LGBT, then it's LGBTQIA, and then it's just accept them, and then it's cut their penises off, and then it's take hormones, and then it's kids can take hormones, and then it's kids can cut their dicks off, and then they're parading through the streets, and then they're waving their dicks out in the park in public.
We can do this same song and dance with your ideal world too. You're not setting anything defined. Your age of maturity is not.
The wax just hit. Okay, now I'm starting to level out now. I'm starting to pick a side in the debate, not in like I agree with them. I don't agree with either side, but I'm starting to lean. I think it's the almost I'm getting as cooked as them right now. You know what I'm saying?
A number. You haven't put a number on it. That leads to the same thing. Well, all of a sudden, it's okay for a 14-year-old to marry a 16-year-old. Well, why is it okay for that, but not a 12-year-old to marry a 16-year-old? Like, you can keep.
I am drawing a line, but what you're not understanding is
What's the line? What's the line? What's the number?
Maturity. It's not a number.
It's not a number. What is the number? What is the number? It needs to be a number, or else you can do the same thing.
I just told you there's not a number.
Do you see why that's a problem?
No.
If there's no defined. So why can't a 12-year-old marry an 18-year-old?
Because most 12-year-olds haven't gone through puberty yet, and most 12-year-olds.
What if, as you just said, it changes? What if a 12-year-old went through puberty early, the parents consent, the 18-year-old and the parents consent? Can they do it?
Most likely, that's not going to happen.
Okay. We're at 55-34. I'm gonna get it right on the head, right, for part 3, because this is part 2. Fuck. That wax just sat me down. Now I'm starting to. We're gonna get deep into this. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not agreeing with either side though. Like at all, my nigga. Like what y'all be thinking? Like, is this even a debate to be reacting to? I feel like part three. That wax just fucking hit, boy. Damn.